Good morning, baby. It's the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. Well, the Doug Rising Show. And I'm down to rice. Oh my goodness. Good afternoon. Good morning and good night. All right, let me tell you what happened. Another scorpion bite. Good Lord, those things sting, but now I'm getting some kind of, a resistance to their insistence. Dear God. I'm out here in Phoenix, Arizona. Welcome to the Doug Rice Show. I am, in fact, Doug Rice. Don't you know? This is the Sunday show. It almost didn't happen. No, I'm just joking. I just had to get well. Second scorpion bite in 3 days. Whoa, we got scorpions out here. And they're about their ways. But the tolerance I'm building up, I don't know. Man, it had me in some kind of attitude. My reaction, I could not exude. I was embarrassed, my reaction, being stung by a scorpion in 72 hours twice. And I got to tell you, I got to look, and it wasn't a very good look in front of Mrs. Rice. No, I didn't cry, but I came close. No, I'm just joking. But how morose. All right, folks, good Sunday afternoon. 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and we're going to have our regular soiree Sunday beginning to say 7 topics. 7 topics. Then on to Negro News, and we're out. This is what started our weekly diatribe. It was just once a week. It was every week at noon on Sunday while you were in the pool pit listening to the bullshit. That's right, Plantation Sunday. That's what I normally call it. But, I could talk about the news. But let me just say this. Israel seems to be stalling. All right? Either that or their courage is fallen. Somebody better get a clue. What the hell are these Israelis going to do? Because it doesn't seem like they're about to do anything, boo. Oh, man, they've been preparing for a 24-hour invasion for 14 days. Now, I have posted the details regarding the performance of the IDF, the Israeli Defense Force, and it is not a good look. And it's not for any other reason than our opening salvo. The opening topic, the anchor topic as we call it here on the Doug Rice Show. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share this show. It's not for everybody, and that I know. All right, my numbers are small. That's because I am an anti-populist. You understand? I'm not doing this for numbers. And I need you to understand that so there's no wonder, okay? I'm not saying a popular thing. I'm not saying the popular thing at all. I'm saying the antithesis of that popular thing. Whatever that popular thing might be, I'm saying the opposite of that popular thing. Do you see? And the mental acuity of the Israeli army is lacking fundamentally, retrospectively, inconsequentially. Oh yeah, we're going to pick it up a notch. You just watch. So, listen, folks, there's a problem with the state of Israel. No, it's not just that they are Ashkenazi imposters, European converts by the order of King Bulan. No, but I could go on. There is a problem with the mental state of Israel. The mental state of Israel will be our anchor topic as we delve into the discussion, and then the mic, I'll drop it. Let me tell you, folks, it's true. There is a mental state that Israel is in, and it is attuned to their fate and their original sin, and before it's too late, before their cocks are called in, we're going to find out if they're going to lose or if they're going to win. Let's delve in, shall we? The mental state of Israel, 4:05 in the afternoon on the 22nd of October, 2023, is in dire straits. Now listen, they are in no state to be a state. Listen to me, folks, before it's too late. The state of Israel, I will say it again and say it well, the state of Israel is in no state to be a state. They are in no mental state to have the power of statehood on the world stage, and that, my friends, is how the world's been played. And you listen to what I'm saying. These people were hunted, corralled, organized into a melee of madness that culminated into their being served up as burnt offerings. A holocaust of caucasity expressed in Aryan Nazism and having to be rescued by the entire world. That's who these people are. And after 6 years of that kind of treatment at the hands of the Aryan Hun, their very cousins, their kin, what kind of thought was it to give these individuals their own statehood in the middle of a land where they were not welcome and told before they settled? That you were jumping out of the frying pan and into the fire if you'd have thought, come down to Palestine if that's the land you admire. And you know they have been in the fire ever since. So please don't complain and don't you wince when the bombs start falling and the calls for help start calling. You're in the middle of the cauldron you put yourself into. But you did it in a point of time, and that's what I'm going to get into. Listen, they're in no state to be a state. They are fully, and I mean fully, can't read that, my own writing. Good Lord. Oh, fully afraid. Is that right? Fully afraid? Fully afraid? Listen, folks, the psychological impact of being a Jew in the 1930s and 40s under the boot of the Nazi-powered, mad-driven fiends that put these beings in ovens. And what do you do immediately thereafter, without any pause and very little laughter, is you put them in the midst of Palestinians who are not too happy to bring these folks in. And without any kind of debrief, without any kind of mental relief, you hand them statehood. And then you wonder why it turns out to be no good. They're damaged goods. I'll say it again. If you don't hear me, listen closely. They are damaged goods. Let's get into it, shall we? First and foremost, they are claiming to be the people of the book. And all you got to do is take a glance and a look to understand they are not the folks of the original land. But I digress. Pretty more or less, listen. Let's start off with that self-deception, and now let's make some psychic connection to the next step in false aberration. They think they are part of the Negro Nation. They think they are set apart. They think they are chosen of God, yet they are not. And it's easily proven. It's easily remedied. All you need to do is understand they're not Sem. I almost got there. So the mental state of Israel, the damaged goods I'm talking about, involves their own deep and long-held self-deception of their personage. so much to the fact that they will walk down the streets of Jerusalem and spit on Christians and call it fair play. Now, there's a lot more that I can certainly say about these beings that we are seeing careening into a mental inacuity that will soon do them in. Again, the mental state of Israel is attached to their original sin. They are not of Shem, they are of Japheth. They are Ashkenazi converts. They are Khazarian Jews. And the prince of Ukraine fought them, and the Khazarians did lose. And that's why they're Ukrainians. It's almost insane. Yeah, okay, I'll stop that. But I still can't read that word I wrote, and that really bothers me. They are fully deceived. They are fully within themselves to believe that they are the people of the book. All one need do is take a look, do a little history, and then they get shook. What the hell's up with that? And what's interesting is they don't seem to say anything back, but that's the last topic, so I'll leave right there and drop it. That's first topic, folks. The mental state of Israel. Think about what I'm saying. Think about what I'm saying. If you put somebody in a cage long enough, they become an animal. Okay? You take them out of the cage, they won't exhibit the traits of a crazed animal, of a being that has lost their goddamned minds. And so they become in similar kind to the very people that they escaped from, the very people that we rescued these beings from. And they did not see that they would become Nazis, but that's what they've become. See? The mental state of Israel is abysmal. Next! All right, so there's the anchor topic. Thank you so much for you tuning in, showing up, being here. Share, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. And you know what I say about that notification bell. It can go straight to hell because there's nothing it does tell. They are shadow banning me. They will do that, so you will not see. This is not information they want in front of the Negro Nation. They don't want me espousing this, I don't know, rabble-rousing, this, who knows, Doug Rice Show. Next, Khazaria Redo. Brother Dante Fortune, Jacoba, and Teo, the three ministers, because I said Sayo. They're a plethora of knowledge and information, and they are a blessing to the entire Negro Nation. And I recommend that if you wish your spiritual fill, that you go see those three brothers instead of me still. But Jacoba brought me into this Khazaria 2.0, this Khazaria redo. And dear God, had I not watched his show, I never would have knew. They're attacked on two fronts, these folks who call themselves Jew. Well, yeah, well, hold on, back up. I'll tell you what I do. Ukraine is effectively where the folks who call themselves connectively Judaistic observers. Now, they are not blood Hebrews. They are simply converts through the order of King Bulan of Khazaria. Now, we've gone over that on and on. I understand that. But now they seem to be attacked on two fronts, being from Ukraine. Now suddenly Jerusalem's gone insane. The same exact people who reside in Israel, the same people who reside in Ukraine, you can tell. And there has been talk of a move to Israel that leaked out online. And if you look at Khazaria 2.0 from Teal Ministries, you'll find the full story as it fully unwinds. And it's quite gory and a little bit unkind, but it tells the truth, which is what the truth usually does. Khazaria redo. I'm trying to pronounce that, you know. So they're a conquered empire, Khazaria, and they want to bring it back. And somehow I wonder If they have enough, or do they lack the temerity, the gonads, the need to do it? I'm asking you personally, do you think they'll see through it? It's been suppressed the information that came out, but I still think Khazaria redo is what they're about. They're a conquered, converted empire, attacked on two fronts. And it's spoken that Russia, Putin, will do Israel in. Such to the point they'll be burying their dead for 7 full years. What a magnanimous sin. That's interesting. But Khazaria redo. I want you to look at that show from Brother Yakoba and Teau, you know. It's Khazaria 2.0. It's on YouTube, just like me. Look it up, and you'll see. I like the way it comes out, though. It seems that might be where they might have to end up. I don't know. Everyone is returning to their own lands. So there's that. Next, okay, I'm moving on. Okay, folks. If you do like what you hear, please, take your time, but not a year. Subscribe. Show your support to this effort. We have a new patron. The Patreon is very easy. The Patreon is patreon.com/The Doug Rice Show. You like that? Cheesy. Of course, Fundly. I have not looked into Fundly at some time, so you can let that be the last give thing on your mind. But Cash App is really cool. And Venmo also makes me drool. Listen, I got to pay Katrina. Give until it hurts. My wife tells me to ask you for support. I find it very hard to do that, okay? I do. I find it very difficult. But I will say it is, as I turn my back on this world, I do find that it's turning its back on me. And so I will be asking for your support in the future. We'll just see. Next. All right, well, let's go. No peace of the Middle East. Now, if you don't know how to find the topics of the Sunday show, let me just tell you how you do it so that you know. You're going to look in the description that I put in each, the title. And doing that, looking very closely, is vital to getting to what will be in the show, just again, so that you absolutely know. No peace of the Middle East. Now, I almost did no peace in the Middle East, but no. No peace, P-I-E-C-E, of the Middle East. Negroes denied peace. We're denied peace on every front. We're denied peace, P-E-A-C-E, and we're denied our peace of the Middle East. That thing they call the Middle East, because well, it's not, just to say the least. It used to be Negro land right there near the center of Africa, And now we were run all about throughout Africa and wound up near Jerusalem after the Romans did whatever they did, I guess. You guys can look up your own history. But they seem to, just be hell-bent on just making it about them without relent. And they have no business in our business. They have no business on our land. They don't. And I mean, I'm just saying that rudimentarily, fundamentally. I'm not pushing that beyond its limits. But they've kept us out of the loop. They really have. No peace of the Middle East. Judea was Palestine, or Palestine was Judea. I mean, you know what I'm saying. I just said it right there. I did that myself. And there is no Middle East, folks. There's Africa. It's the portion of Africa called by Africanus, and they've moved us out and off the land. That's how they did. They ran us. And for God's sakes, it was the Palestinians that we called it them, the Arabs. They sold us into slavery to the Caucasians. This is what they did. That's how they made the American nation. And so they're claiming to be the folks of the Middle East. And of any of that peace, they give us the least, actually almost none of it. And either one of them doesn't own any of it. Well, I tried. I'll land it right there. Let's just move on to the next topic. Next, because we are the silent minority. But we're silent no longer. In fact, The cries of our truth are getting stronger. Now, what will they do, I wonder, as we continue our talk? I mean, will they glance idly at us right by them as we walk? I wonder. You know, they're being mighty quiet since Kanye and Kyrie. And I'm just at a wonder what they're about to do, and I bet we're going to see. They got a plan. They got a plot. At some point, it's going to be illegal to call yourself a Jew. And I know that's going to affect the lives of folks like me and you. At some point, who knows, they may even behead us. Hey, I didn't mean to go get so macabre. But the silent minority, no Negro consideration have we been given, not a single bit. Do you not understand how much they've kept us out of it? They're not even glancing in our direction. They're not even trying to make any connection. They are, you know how a person kind of ignores and looks the other way when you're doing everything you can to say, hey, look over this way. You know what I mean? They're not. I mean, Kanye and Kyrie, they made a peep. And they said something to them two boys that put them to sleep. I have no idea what they're showing these Negroes with memes. It just seems that they're keeping whatever they're showing them behind the scenes. I think more or less like they did with Nick Cannon. You know, I mean, they threatened his family and did more than that. But we'll not get into that. I'll just leave that. You know. The silent minority, that's what we done. But when we do speak, when we do eventually open our mouths with the backing of the Heavenly Father that will soon arrive, I think at that moment, each and every one of them who claim Jew might be running for their very lives. They've kept us out of everything. Literally, they've literally leaned into the ignoration of the Negro nation. You know what I mean? Listen, I've said things directly to folks that should say something back. And I mean, you'd really kind of have some problem. You'd think that they were black. I mean, what? They haven't said anything to me. It's kind of insulting. I'm ready to get a little bit, I need some resulting. The silent minority, that's who we are. And we're going to be right here waiting for them. We won't be far. They'll look to us in a moment, just ready to be moved. All right, let's go on to the next topic. I'm trying to get through this show too. It's all about Negroes, isn't it? Offset displacement. Hey, listen to this. The world is losing its mind collectively, caucasatively. You know, it's almost a cascading Romanesque, obvious Greco-Roman. I mean, it's amazing. It's Slavic. It's an extremely caucastic event, isn't it? And it doesn't appear that they're going to relent. But it's all about Negroes, you see? It's all about folks like me, you and me. It is. It's the offset displacement of our being that has the world on fire as we are now seeing. It's not until our position is reinstated, until the world's passions will be satiated. And the creator of all things is coming to do just that. Well, you know, I'm just letting it right there. Don't mind about that. It's all about Negroes, the royal Negro. And how do we know this? Not just because I say so, okay? They considered Negroes royalty for centuries. You and me were novelties to have in the house, just chilling, see? It used to be just the biggest fad, you know? You're a Negro, that one you had. Just like, you know, if you had Kevin Hart chilling in the house, you know, because he ain't going to be quiet, just small as a mouse. I had to go there. I'm sorry. It's all about Negroes, folks. We are the ambassadors to the kingdom. That is the truth. I mean, you can whisper it in your house or you can shout it on the roof. It will not change. And let me just say this. Our position is the focal point of what they've tried to rearrange. They want our position put upon them. That can't happen. All right, here we go. So it's all about Negro. And thanks again, folks, for being here. I'm getting through this. And after this, you know, we're going to go over Negro news, which is itself its own own bit of heaven. And why do I do this? I'm going to get into that. I do it because I need Negroes at this point in time to get that goddamn grin off your faces.